Hello everyone and welcome to Tathastu ICS. My name is Trija Garg and I am your economy faculty. Today we will be learning about more of money market instruments. Yesterday we learned about commercial bill, commercial paper and we also learned about the certificate of deposit. Today let us begin with treasury bills. Treasury bills are basically they are one of the government securities. Whenever the government needs to borrow money for a short term period, they use treasury bills. So what the government will do is, when I say government, I'm talking about the central government here. The central government will issue a treasury bill and give this treasury bill to RBI, who will borrow money on the behalf of the government from the money market. So when I say treasury bill, this is basically issued by central government, given to RBI, or who will borrow money on behalf of the central government from the money market. Treasury bills are basically for 91 days, 182 days. This is the maturity period, 364 days. Till 2001, we had a treasury bill for 14 days also, till 2001. After that, we had, whenever government needs to borrow money for a shorter period of time than the 91 days, the government uses cash management bill, which is again less than 91 days. So now they have two options to basically borrow money from the money market for a shorter period of time. When I say shorter period, I hope you remember that it is less than 364 or less than 364. So we have four options now with the government who needs to borrow money for a short term period. Cash management bills are also issued by the central government, not the state government. Now, how does this work? Basically, when I say treasury bill, we have a face value. The face value of the T bill will be 100 rupees and it will be basically, the money will be borrowed at discount. When I say at discount, the money will be basically, when you get a treasury bill, you will just have to pay rupees 90. Okay, and this 90 rupees will be paid by banks. The money is normally borrowed by banks because I hope you remember कि अगर RBI जो है वो पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट, वो अपने स्टैंडर्ड के साथ पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे तो वो बैंक्स के साथ ही बोरो करेंगे. तो बैंक से वो 90 रुपीज लेके बोरो कर रहे हैं, उनको 100 रुपीज का ट्रेजरी बिल दे रहे हैं. आफ्टर द ट्रेजरी बिल मैच्योर्स, लेट्स से इट वाज फॉर 91 days. After 91 days, basically the banks will get 100 rupees back, so they earned a profit of rupees 10. So there is no interest on it. It is a zero coupon, you can say security. इसमें कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं होता है. इस पे आपको सिर्फ डिस्काउंट पे जो है खरीदते हैं आप, और जो आपको वैल्यू वापस मिलेगा फेस वैल्यू, दोनों के बीच का डिफरेंस इज द प्रॉफिट दैट यू विल बी अर्निंग इन द मनी मार्केट. सो बोथ ऑफ देम आर बेसिकली बेनिफिटिंग. द गवर्नमेंट नीडेड मनी, so they got the money, and the investor, let's say banks, they got the basically profit. Now, why would banks invest in treasury bills? I hope you remember that whenever banks wants to borrow money from RBI, let's say on repo rate, they need to keep something as a collateral, and that collateral is government securities. One of the government securities is treasury bill, the other one is cash management bill. So both of them can be used to actually borrow money at repo rate from the bank. So government securities are anyway very important for banks as well. Another reason is, I hope that you remember, they need to maintain SLR, that is statutory liquidity ratio, which is maintained in cash, gold and government securities, other securities as well. So when I say government securities here, again they can keep something. So one of the government securities, treasury bills or cash management bills, as part of their SLR, which is mandatory by the RBI. So I hope the two are clear. Both of them work at discount only, treasury bills and cash management bill. Okay, both are issued by central government. RBI borrows money on behalf of the government from the money market. Okay, then we have call money. Call money is a money market instrument which is used by banks for interbank borrowing and lending. Borrowing and lending. So if the banks are borrowing for 1 day, it is known as call money. That is 1 day means overnight. If they are borrowing from 2 days till 14 days, then it is known as notice money. More than 14 days is known as term money. Okay, this is for interbank borrowing. The banks borrow with each other, and who all participate in this? We have commercial banks, we have cooperative banks, we have insurance companies, for example LI Insurance, we have LIC and GIC. Then we also have All India Financial Institutions, for example IDB. Okay, not all, just IDB. And then we also have mutual funds. So now these two can lend and borrow both. Okay, but these three can only lend money, they cannot borrow money. Okay, so this is the rule. This is about call money. Then the last one that we have is repurchase agreement. Which is also known as repo. So in this, basically what happens is, there are two options. Have you heard of open market operations? Now open market operations can be outright or they can be repo. When we talk about outright open market operations, in that you are permanently selling your government securities to the RBI and the RBI will give you money. You cannot get the securities back. So that is outright open market operations. This one is basically, let's say there's ICICI Bank and ICICI Bank went to RBI. ICICI Bank needed money. So they will say ICICI Bank will go to RBI. They will have an agreement. In the agreement, ICICI will give government securities. Okay, there are 4 government securities. We have treasury bills, cash management bills, dated securities and state development loans. State development loans are issued by state government, cash management bills, dated securities and the treasury bills are issued by the central government. So, government securities, ICICI will give to RBI. In return, RBI will give them the money and also they will have to pay the repo rate on it, which is right now 6.50%. And in the agreement, basically it will be written that after a period of time, let's say after 1 day or let's say after 15 days or 7 days, the RBI, basically ICICI Bank will repurchase their government securities from RBI. Repurchase. तो अभी तो यहाँ पे सेल किया था, एक तरीके से RBI को सेल किया है for a short period of time, for a limited period of time, जिसमें कि the ICICI Bank got the money back. और बदले में they are also paying the interest rate, so RBI is earning that interest rate and they will also repurchase it back, so that is why it is known as repurchase agreement, repo rate. Okay, now when we talk about the repo rate, we have various types of repo rates. The most important one is overnight one. Okay, then we have 7 days, 14 days, 28 days. This is known as term repo. Okay, so we have basically discussed many tools of the money market. Instruments to lend and borrow money. Okay, we have discussed treasury bills, cash मैनेजमेंट बिल्स. ओके, उसके बाद हमारा आ जाता है, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ डिपॉजिट विच इज नोन एज CD. देन वी हैव डिस्कस्ड कमर्शियल पेपर विच इज नोन एज CP. वी हैव डिस्कस्ड commercial bill. Then we have also discussed repo, that is the repurchase agreement. We have discussed call money and notice money. So these are your important money market tools using which the participants can basically lend and borrow money. Who are the participants in this? We have RBI on behalf of the government. So that is the government only, but RBI basically borrows money or lends money on behalf of the government. Then we have banks, which includes all India financial institutions as well. Non-banking financial companies we have individuals, okay, which are known as basically retail investors, and then we have top rated corporates or companies. Okay, so we have completed the money market instruments in the financial market. Thank you so much. See you in the next class.